Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's PH Darian. I don't have a PhD, but depends on who you're asking. I have a PhD. Either way, I'm just going to go ahead and start this video off with a response to something I heard online from about 2 years ago almost, October of 19. It's currently February of 2021. The background out here is just my little hotel room / apartment out here in Italy. And so you won't see this background very much whenever I go back home to the States. Either way, I just wanted to go ahead and open that up real fast. I think there's only 10 subscribers. Just because I have 10 subscribers don't mean all 10 subscribers are gonna watch this video. Heck, no one may watch this video for months for all I know. But if you do, if you're on that weird place of YouTube and you find this video, then hey, congratulations, you're just like me when I found that video I'm responding to. I'm not gonna put her name out there or none of that crap, it doesn't matter. All it was signs and certain things that guys should do. What are expectations that women should have for men during dates and pretty much in today's society. And I would have agreed to this years ago. Today, I don't agree with it at all. And if I had to agree with it, I would only agree to it with a very small percent of people. Those who would be the real people who claim to be any sort of real conservative and or Christian faith. If you're not none of that, I don't care. But this woman was definitely talking about dates, right? Dating with a guy. She expects the guy to pay. She expects the guy to wait sexually, which is good, right? You should wait till marriage, technically speaking. And if you do anything outside of that, it's already a sham. So at that point, who cares? You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, I'm just gonna wait to sin at this one part. Like, dude, just get it out. Like, if you're gonna go ahead and sin, just start sinning. I'm not saying it in a casual way, but there's only one way to do it. And if you don't do it the right way, it's always gonna be the wrong way. So when you try and make something sacred just carnal, there's no limitation on it. Like, what does it matter if you slept with the guy the first night or the 90th night? If you ain't married, it's all wrong, technically speaking. So that's that aside. She expects the guy to open up the door for her. Like I said before, to other people I've talked to, I'm fine with opening up the door for a woman and a guy and an old person and a child or whoever's behind me. So if you want me to open up the door for you, you should probably be back here. And any woman that I'm taking on a date will not be marching in front of me like she's leading the charge. I don't know what it is about women that feel they need to be in front of everything, the front line of everything, but let me tell you something. As a military man, if you're the one in charge, if you're the leader, you're the first target. You're the first one to get hit. If you ain't trying to rush and lead the cavalry, then get in the back where it's a lot safer. You understand? So that's one thing I have to say. She said personally she'll step out of the way. If she gets to the door first, she'll step out of the way so the guy can open up the door. I'm like, why are you in front of me anyway? That's what I would have a question about. And I'm not running ahead of you full sprint to open up the door for you at all. But I digress. So now that we're on this date that I opened up the door for you, we sit down, we get to know each other. And in this getting to know each other thing is where a lot of things should actually come, which will eventually lead to the end of the date, which is where you expect the guy to pay. That was fine back in the day when women didn't make as much money, when women didn't work, when women actually had traditional conservative trad-con type roles. Not today. Feminism has ruined femininity on the surface, in the core, the root, every bit of it. So when women are like, I make my own money, I do this, I do that, I make my own choices, you're right. Your body, your choice, my wallet, my choice. And if I choose to go on a date with you, I also can choose to pay for it. I can choose not to pay for it. If I pay for a date, it's because I asked you for a date. If I ask you for a date to go on a date with me, I'm 100% planning on paying that. And if I have it my way, I will pay for that. I don't care how sour the date goes. I'll still pay for it, right? That's what I get. That's a learning curve. So if you ask me on a date, you should expect to pay for it 100%. If I decide to split it 50-50, I like you. If I don't even let you do that and I want to pay for it all, I like you a lot. But don't ever expect a guy to pay for your ideas. That's honestly why we're in this freaking mess anyway. But when she said she might pay on date, 3, 4, 5, just to show him that she's not using him for his money, I'm like, date 1 and 2 and 3, if you don't pay, you're already using me for my money. And if you think that oh, I just enjoy spending money on somebody, you're wrong. Getting to know somebody, you're wrong. I don't pay to get to know people. You just get to know people. I don't know what it is, but I've had somebody before say like, oh, you're going here? I heard you're going here. I heard this other group is going here. And I'm like, yeah, you did. You did hear that. Oh, so were you going to invite me? No, I wasn't. I told her straight up, no, I ain't inviting you. Why? Because 1, you already been there. You didn't like it the last time you were there because you wouldn't stop complaining about it. So why would I willingly invite you somewhere you already don't want to go? And then 2, because I know I'm not stupid, you want me to pay for it. Like, no, 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 and no. Like, all fronts, no. But I hate when people try and invite themselves to a place, or it's their idea to go, and then they still expect someone else to flip the bill. I don't know what it is, but I can't stand that about modern day women. I can't stand modern day men, honestly, more than modern day women. I wouldn't say sleeping with the enemy is the woman, but like, at least women let you up front. At least they're bold enough to tell you, I expect you to do all this crap. But men they're not bold anymore. We've lost masculinity in this country. Lost it. And what's funny is the feminists, who at least claim to be feminists, are actually masculine. They have more masculine traits and characteristics than most dudes. And so that's the whole point. And for all those who talk about energies and all this other stuff and science, whatever, even if you want to get into that, North and South poles always are attracted to each other. All the other ones will repel, right? So it's never going to be like, you got 2 Souths or 2 Norths are going to repel each other. I can't be masculine and the girl I'm with is masculine. Not happening. Or if she's masculine, I would have to be feminine. And once again, that ain't happening. So when this woman was also saying, if he wants to be a man, he wants to step up and be a man, and he wants to do all this, then he can open up the door for me, and then he could also pay. And I don't know what it is I loved about that, because I said, yeah, you're right. If a guy wants to have the traditional roles, he doesn't mind paying, he doesn't mind opening up the door, but you also need to know when to shut up. You also need to know when to lie there. I'm not going to get any more carnal than that, but I'm pretty sure you can figure out what lie there means. That's also a traditional role that women did. Very traditional. And then she said, oh, I'm not going to tell a guy I'm keeping him on the ice box for 90 days or whatever it may be for 90 days. But he may go around and still sleep with some people, or he may do, like, he is. He is. He is. I mean, ain't no way I'm out here full-blown simp mode for 3 months. That's a deployment. I ought to get a deployment ribbon. I mean, we actually do get a little cookie that you get to wear on your chest in the military for 90 days out to sea. You think a woman's gonna let you 90 days? You better give me, if you ain't giving up anything else, you better give me a daggum ribbon. I want that Vanguard award pinned on my chest. So there's a lot of stuff that I just don't agree with that video, but that was one of them. She said if a man can't afford to take you out on a date with him, he needs to date himself. I think women should do the same. One of my buddies posted on his IG story about, like, forget your TikTok, forget your Instagram, forget your Facebook. Show me your LinkedIn. Show me your credit report. That's what I'm interested in with women now. I don't care about your social media following and what your ideology is. Can you pay your bills on time? That's probably why you need me to pay for this meal, because you're broke, like the majority of women. And I'm not making fun of women, but I'm just saying, don't get it twisted on what your value is. It ain't in your wallet. Never was. Never will be. I'm going to go ahead and get off right now before I say something stupid. Peace.